What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having an amazing morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever it is in your time zone. It is, I gotta say the right one for you, Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. We are live and alive, or at least that's how it appears to me. Could be a brain in a jar somewhere. Don't know, don't care. Shouts out to all my weasels out there, all my forest creatures, rocking out to the realest of the real synthetic lifeform streamer. Trapped in a cyber brain and body like some kind of ghost in a half shell in this late stage hyper-capitalist dystopia. Forced to exist in this twilight realm to pay off my debt to society and my student loans. I hope you're having a good day, whoever, whatever, wherever, and whenever you are. We're about to get right into it here on twitch.tv, youtube.com. High risk, high reward, high on life, or whatever simulation, simulacrum, simultaneous, spontaneous singularity of consciousness this is, was, or will be sometime in the distant cyber future. Alright, chat, this is the last stream for a little while. I do have some more information for you, though. I have talked to my landlord, and it looks like, oh my gosh, Omega Star picking Gokunaru and getting us started on, we got a special goal today because I don't think I'm going to be able to do a premium streamium, or sorry, I don't think I'm going to be able to do bonus content today, but I wanted to make this the premium streamium content for my glorious return. So we'll do a special stream, officially members only, but if you're not a member, we'll find a way to sneak you in the back because I don't want anybody getting left off for this. It's going to be a glorious return to forum after I get my internet installed, which I am told will actually happen not today, but tomorrow. In what will be for most of you the middle of the night, but what will be for me the middle of the day. That is when it's supposed to get installed. Now, chat, I got to explain to you something about Thailand, all right? And this is something I actually appreciate about Thailand, but it kind of cuts against us this time, right? Is that people are a little bit more relaxed here, right? So whereas an appointment with your cable company in the US or your internet company in the US might be something that you could count on 100%, take to the bank, probably not. Actually not. That's not true, right? That your internet company would definitely potentially cancel on you. But what I'm saying is that here in Thailand, it's fairly likely that this might get pushed off, right? And it's just, again, it's the attitude, right? It's like, you know, it's not it's easier to kind of delay things, right? It's more understood here if something needs to get delayed, right? So I am not taking the installation of my internet on tomorrow, which for me will be Friday, right, to the bank. And I am kind of preparing myself for the possibility that the installation will actually be on Monday, right? So we might have a little while. I don't know. I don't want to I don't want anybody to be like super like, yeah, she's gonna be back on what would it be for you? For you, like Friday night would be when I'm scheduled to come back, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Omega Star, thank you for the 2 super chats. We got do what you gotta do, Irene. We love you. I picked Gokunaru, by the way. Well, I did want to get this last one in, chat, because something did happen, right? Something fairly big happened. Look, we're adding 10 to Gokunaru as well. That's pretty big. I bet Gokunaru is happy to see that. I don't know. I think Gokunaru has watched maybe a couple of my streams, so... And thank you. Yeah, I guess rated us maybe once or twice as well. Very appreciative for that, but yeah, we got the possibility of reacting to a Gokunaru video when I come back. Gokunaru's reaction to the content cop, him being the primordial OG that made the first takedown of H3 back in the day. The first one to call Ethan out for being a bully was Gokunaru, in fact. So it'd be interesting to see what Gokunaru's got to say about this. We also have more Ethan. Oh god, I should have come up with a better list, chat. If only I had time. Live, not top chat. Yeah, that's right, Private Huff. That's important. Top chat is for losers, says Jerry. But modding powers will rust? Oh no, I don't want that to happen. Modding powers are important. And especially since I'll be able to see fully everything that goes on Twitch. Again, apologies to anybody on Twitch if you, you know, if you like, I don't know, subbed or gave bits or something and I didn't see it. Shit is not working normal and I can't actually log into my Twitch account proper at the moment. Since I don't have my login on my laptop, right? The login's on my desktop, so I get the desktop plugged in, I'll be able to see all that stuff and be able to, you know, only half ignore Twitch chat. No, I feel like I don't, chat. Do I ignore Twitch chat? Any Twitch chatters want to give me feedback? Buffy Geek, you're in Twitch chat. I'm trying not to. Omega Star is in Twitch chat. I'm trying not to ignore you over on the Twitch side of things. I know I did for a good long while. You know, back when Twitch was like 5 people. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Back when Twitch was like 20 people watching me and, you know, YouTube was 100, right? Now we got, you know, YouTube often closer to 200 and Twitch is kind of closing in at times on 100, even without raids. Yeah, the Twitch is coming back. So yeah, I don't want to ignore Twitch. I don't want to sleep on that. Hell, chat, I started on Twitch, as many of you know, right? I would not have started creating content. I would not have started streaming other than the fact that Twitch kind of lowered the bar for me, made it really easy, gave me a platform that I could stream on with little to no knowledge of streaming. So, you know, I'm very grateful for that. Obviously, some bad things happened to be on Twitch due to the scurrilous group that used to call themselves Twitch Poll before they all fell off and became irrelevant. And I outlasted them. But yeah, you know, like, you know, there's memories there, good memories, bad memories, memories that I care about. I don't feel you ignore the Twitch chat. I just used to watch on YouTube, but oh yeah, there's reasons that people like Twitch, right? Some people like Twitch chat, some people like YouTube chat, some people like the emotes on Twitch are animated. Actually, that's one reason to check out Twitch chat. But you know, wherever you're comfortable watching me, that's why I stream on both. You do all right. Well, thank you, Wawala. Whoa, Wawala, did you just get a gift sub? Buffy Geek just gave Wawala a gift sub. Wawala, you just got... Wale? I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing your name already. See, that's how you tell you're a cool chatter. I think that was like a meme that we had. That if I mispronounced somebody's name, it meant they were cool. But you're all cool, and you're cool too, Frown Chad, even though your name is almost impossible to mispronounce. Buffy Geek, thank you for the gift sub to Frown Chad. Frown Chad, you just got jellyfished, and that's a good thing. But yeah, it's going to be the last stream for a little while, and I'm just getting you ready for that. I don't want to overpromise, right? I don't want to, you know, like, hopefully, chat, hopefully I'm back. So this is Wednesday for you, right? Hopefully we just missed Thursday. That's, you know, my best case scenario for you. And I'm saying that because, you know, in case, you know, something happens and the installation gets put off till Monday or God, I don't want to curse myself here. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. But yeah, I'm going to be getting into a real apartment with a, you know, in a neighborhood that's a lot closer to everything, and I'm very excited. I'm going to be getting my hair cut too. I kind of put that off. I did, I don't know, did anybody notice yesterday what happened to my, oh my gosh. Oh no, chat, my lipstick has been put away. I think I know where it is too. I kind of want to get it out. Like, I'm just like, with this kind of lighting, I actually look bad without lipstick. But yeah, thank you, Omega and Buffy, for getting us started on our quest to hit that premium streamium. So here's the deal, chat. Like I said, I've got 2 hours. I'm limited. I'm heavily limited. In fact, less than 2 hours now, probably. I'm heavily limited in the time that I can spend covering this Ethan Hasan drama. Tay, you got weaseled. You got weaseled, and you're thanking whoever weaseled you. Yeah, definitely. Thank you to whoever weaseled Tay over in YouTube chat. But yeah, we're starting. Yeah, this is so here's the deal. Like I mean, if I have time to do the bonus content before I have to check out, I will. I kind of doubt that's gonna happen because, like I said, majorly click eat some berries. Oh yeah, that would do it. Well, I got, what do I have here? I have the plums. I don't know if the plums would do it for me. I need a bee to sting my lips. That would make them nice and red. No, don't some people do that? Don't some people put bee venom into their lips to make their lips fuller? Like they'll react. Like, I don't know, you'll get like Kylie Jenner like lips from what was the Kylie Jenner meme? Was it like did you take like a bottle of Gatorade or something and you'd like put your lips into it and then suck, and then it would make your lips like get swollen? It would make them get bruised. When are you moving in? Today. I'm gonna move in today. Internet does not come until tomorrow. So yeah, sadly, we're gonna miss, I think, the Thursday stream. I say this again, chat. Supposedly they have graciously extended to me the use of a conference room. I don't know if I get to use that conference room alone though, which is what I would need to be able to stream from it. But yeah, there's it's a very nice building that I'm moving into, right? There's a pool, there's an exercise facility. It's mostly cardio, as most exercise facilities are, but you know, hey, I appreciate anybody else appreciate a what do you call it, like a elliptical? Any elliptical fans in chat? I don't like the treadmills, right? But I like the ellipticals. I appreciate an elliptical. I don't know why. It seems so ridiculous of me to be like, I mean, you know, like I do Muay Thai, right? I'm not like a casual athlete, but I don't know. I think I just like that you can jump on, get in like 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours if you're feeling a little rambunctious of cardio, and then jump right off, right? I kind of like that versus going out for a bike ride. You got to get your bike ready. Going out for a run. Oh yeah, the running thing. My dad did running. All right, my dad was like, in fact, that's the reason that I like sports or athletics or anything, right? Is that my dad was trying to be a marathoner in his like late 20s, you know, and he needed somebody to come out on and run with him. Like he needed somebody to practice his running for the marathon. And so he's like, hey, you kid, you're coming with me. And I was like, oh, I was going to play with the other kids on the street. And I was like, nope, you're jogging. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm jogging with my dad, right? And he got me into it, right? So, you know, thanks, Dad. I'm a cardio addict, thanks to you. But unlike my dad, and this is from his experience, I'm not going to do running, especially not on the streets, right? Running on the streets is bad for your joints, and I know this because he's had to get a few of them replaced, right? I learned the lesson, right? So I will gladly get on an elliptical rather than fucking up my knees, fucking up my hips, having to get the kinds of surgeries and that he's had to get. I don't want to have mess with that. Hope you're able to get your internet taken care of quickly for your sake. Looking forward to more of this crash out. God, I mean, it keeps giving. Ethan is the lolcow that is you can't completely exhaust him of milk. He's always got more milk. Yeah, they're easier on your knees. Yeah, that's what I think too. I enjoy the Stairmaster. I don't know, is the Stairmaster, I would assume that it's pretty good, pretty safe on your joints. Could never get the hang of the elliptical. The motion is weird, but once you get it, oh my god. Once you get it, like, recumbent banks are kind of, recumbent banks, yes. A bank where can you imagine a recumbent bank, chat? I'm gonna go to the bank, right? And like, you sit down, like, I don't know. You sit down for the bank. That's like every bank, right? Like, imagine the bank where they're like, no, we think that sitting is the new smoking, and we're not gonna have you sit. There's no chairs. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do your banking. You're gonna have to stand up while you do it, right? There's no chairs. We have a standing desk here for our employees and for our customers. Davy says Vance killed the Pope, and yet it's all Ethan. Is that really that interesting of content that Vance killed the Pope? Do people care about the Pope? I wonder. I mean, I guess, is this Pope better than other popes? Sure. And is JD Vance the fucking Damien Omen child? Probably. Rafe says, I was a runner before I got sick and adore ellipticals. I'm tacky now. Oh, tachycardia. So my heart rate bumps to like 140 doing normal tasks. Ellipticals let me enjoy my own pace. Yeah, and you can go forwards and backwards. That's another thing that's nice about the ellipticals. There's 2 motions that you can do, and they're somewhat complementary. Now, chat, in general, right, as a trainer, I would tell you that moving just in a sagittal plane, not ideal. Not ideal. You want to be doing some rotation, ideally. That's why I like Muay Thai so much, because of the rotation. So, you know, sagittal, so this is your sagittal plane right here. You know, if you imagine a wall of glass just comes down and cuts you in half, that's the sagittal plane. And when you're doing, like, you know, this kind of stuff, you know, that's in the sagittal plane. You're doing this kind of stuff, then that's, you know, you're getting some of the transverse plane in there. You're rotating, and that's really good for you. So, you know, it's not ideal. There's definitely muscle groups that do not get worked by the elliptical, although it does have an upper and lower body component. But yeah, the nice thing about whatever muscles that you're kind of concentrating on when you're going forward, you're getting like the complementary version of those going backwards. Everybody likes a good villain arc. I like Aerodyne Elliptical Rower. Ooh, I gotta look into that, Tajium. Used to run, says Erok, but I don't have the time and I weigh too much. I'm gonna, yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, like, yeah, very user specific too, as far as, you know, whether running as a okay exercise. There, it's very constant, like with Muay Thai though, running, training Muay Thai in Thailand, running is definitely a big part of it. I do not care about the Pope, says Buffy. I fucked with the Pope. This Pope is more, yeah, fuckable. Oh my god, chat, did I just say the dead Pope is fuckable? That's terrible, chat. I'm not encouraging you to any kind of well, I shouldn't even say it, chat. I shouldn't even say it. Let's not say it, but you know where my mind was going there with the dead Pope being fuckable. Anyway, chat, I'm not saying any dead people are fuckable. I do not endorse that. This is not a necro show, okay? This is, you know, these are not the kinks that we endorse here. Ethan is a main character of every story, including the Pope's assassination. I sure as hell don't care. I care, says Sarah. We care a lot, Faith No More. Muay Thai is the best. Judo is for losers. I don't know. I think judo's cool. I don't know anything about judo. But, you know, it incorporates grappling and it incorporates leverage. It's got a lot of things that Muay Thai doesn't have. We do have a plum. We do have a grappling form in Muay Thai, but it ends when somebody gets knocked down, right? That's it. There's no going to the floor. There's no, you know, no floor component to Muay Thai, right? You just, like, that's a knockdown and you get back up if you can. Kind of hoping there for an ethnic Pope at to trigger the soy right. Oh my god. Is this Kingdom Hearts music? Yes. It's Kingdom Hearts City Pop. I fear the next Pope will be much, much worse. Buffy Geek, I think you're probably right. I need Ethan to just go away for 6 months. Me too. Peter Thiel hated the Pope. So Vance killed him. He was enacting the oligarchy's agenda. Even JFK's grandson tweeted that Vance killed the Pope. Nice. As a past Roman Catholic, says Denver, the Pope is a big thing in my country, and Pope Francis was really progressive for a Pope. I just don't know what you can cover. Like, you know, do people want me to react to the Pope's funeral? To the thing where they wait for the smoke? Is that what they're doing right now? Are they doing the wait for the smoke thing? There's like a house, and they wait for smoke to come out of the chimney, and that signals that they've chosen a new Pope. So I guess that would be it. I just don't know, like, how to cover the Pope as a subject. It's like Pope is dead, and then, like, long live the new Pope. Like, let's hope he's not some kind of, you know, right-wing weirdo. Master, and it all depends on the Cardinals, doesn't it? Right? As far as who gets picked as a Pope, it's the Cardinals who will decide. Stairmaster is one of the best ways to burn calories. I'll have to... was the Pope actually progressive, or was he... Yeah, see, like, if you're trans, you might not feel the Pope is so progressive, but on a lot of issues, fairly progressive for a Pope, for a Catholic Pope. A Catholic Pope, like there's other popes out there. I will give it to the Catholics. They have the best aesthetics. Oh, yeah, bar none. Bar none. I think he stopped being completely... was he homophobic at first? I just know that he said some... I feel like there was some trans stuff that the Pope was not super woke about. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're going to cover Ethan and Hasan. If you don't know already, Ethan at the beginning of... or not the beginning, but somewhere hour one of the H3 podcast today has challenged Hasan to a debate. And of course, as soon as Hasan heard this, he jumped at the chance. Uzumaki style smokestacks, is that what they use? If it has to be Pope talk, could you also review some of the candidates? Do we know the candidates? I just haven't paid attention, chat. I don't cover religion. Like, and if I did, it would be Theravada Buddhism or something. He was based about Gaza. Yeah, that's true. Oh my god, I gotta eat some of this curry, chat. I got this curry right here. This is a local curry, right? I don't even know what these greens are, but they're delicious, and I love, you know, greens-based stir fry. And what is this? Some kind of mushroom, right? That's good. What I love about Thai food so far is it almost seems like everything's got to have a mushroom, and I appreciate that. Mushrooms are good for you. This is some kind of like a... oh yeah, they're big on fake meats here too. They're really big on fake meats. I heard he was pro-trans. Well, I haven't checked too deeply, chat, but... Spicy! This is so good. But honestly, even if I wasn't covering Ethan Klein... like, I don't know, would we end up covering the Pope? Would we end up talking about the Pope? There's so much going on right now. Like, in terms of American politics. Did you know that Elon's on his way out? He has said that he's not, he doesn't want to participate in politics anymore. He got bit hard, chat. 71% profits for Tesla, down. Alright, they made 71% less profits this first quarter. Than what the previous first quarter, I guess, is probably what they're comparing it to. And so, like, yeah, Elon got bit hard at Tesla. I assume SpaceX is still doing okay. You know that Tesla right now is surviving based on its what do you call them, like the credits, the environmental credits? They're a electric vehicle company, and as such they get, is it called cap? It's not cap and trade. Is it cap and trade, chat? In the United States they have a system where you got to buy credits in order to pollute or something like that. And the credits get given when you do some sort of pro-environment thing, like making electric vehicles. Therefore, Tesla gets a lot of these credits and they sell them. And that is kind of what's fueling them right now, because people across the world are not buying their cars anymore. The Mojave Desert is the best, not sure it's the best zone to grow Thai basil. Yeah, it's usually, what grows in the Mojave Desert, chat? Can somebody remind me? The plants from Fallout? The Pope made it so trans people can be baptized and they can be godparents. However, he also said that it's against God to change your body. That's what I'm talking about. That's all I knew about the Pope's stance when it came to trans people. But I mean, I'm glad for any progress forward. Yes, even in a religion, chat. I'm not like anti-religious. I'm not like an atheist, creator here, or somebody that hates religion or judges people for being religious, even though I'm undeclared when it comes to religion. But, I mean, like, it's part of human culture, and I find it fascinating. He said that surrogacy was wrong. Surrogacy? Really? Rave says, trying to remember the Da Vinci Code and how the popes work. I'm a Catholic. I should know. He invited trans peeps to the Vatican and welcomed their inclusion in the church. Okay, so he's slightly better than I thought. I mean, and again, like I said, as a pope, he's pretty good. Stock still up 9%. Oh, wait, are you talking about the stock market, Chim Pokemon Trainer, or are you talking about Tesla stock? Tesla. The Teesler start. We love the Teesler. We love the Teesler. We use it all the no, sorry. Everything's a computer. Everything is computer. Isn't Thai food typically eaten with a fork and a spoon? Yeah, I mean it's eaten with whatever you have on hand, I guess. But this is a curry. No chorus check? Wait, what's the chorus? The chorus of a song? I wouldn't trust anything Elon says. So anyway, yeah, he's supposedly stepping away, and he's gonna go take care of his company that's failing. He wants to depoliticize himself, although it's a little late for that. He's got the data from doing Doge. Oh yeah, that's right. He stole all the data. He stole all your data. He stole all of your IRS data and who knows what else. The Pope, pretty infamous due to it. Oh, due to its history. Wait, the history of the Catholic Church, you mean? Or the history of this Pope? Yeah, there is some controversy about this Pope when it comes to what did he do while the junta was in power in Argentina? I mean, I'm not saying this to like be like a dig on him because I literally don't know. And as far as I know, here chat, do you want me to eat this with a fork? Buffy Geek, thank you for the gifted membership to Pandora, or Pandora. You just got jellyfished, and that's a good thing. We are all on our way already on the premium streamium. So here's the deal, chat. My plan is this, all right? We're gonna cover Ethan and Hasan. We're gonna try to get that over, cover. You know what I mean? I'm on a limited time. What am I saying? I gotta remember that, like, what my clock says here is like time in LA, and so the time here is actually 2 hours later, and it's AM instead of PM. So I've got less than 2 hours now to cover. Oh my God, Chad, I got less than 2 hours. I got to get into this. All right, we got to start early, today, just to get this covered. All right. So again, the options are more Ethan Cope H3 VOD to watch the voluminous amounts of VOD that Ethan has left to us. So look for little treats, like a dog hunting through a cat's litter box looking for a treat. Right. That's what we're doing. We're like sniffing around there, seeing if there's any little treats that Ethan left for us. Maybe some giardia that we can catch, right? So gross, chat. We're about to enter the toilet zone with Ethan Klein. But yeah, we've got, like I said, there's a lot that we haven't covered as far as his VODs. He's just been like all week. It's since last Wednesday. He's been just like going. iDubbbz, Hasan, Denims, Brogan, Mike from PA. Like he's been doing nothing but that, right? So that's a possibility. Gokunara reacting to the content cop is also a possibility. Ethan going after Dr. Kirk Honda, Psychology in Seattle, that's a possibility. And a deep dive into the button. People mentioned this in chat yesterday, so I thought I would put it on the menu of options. What are you voting for right now, though? You're voting for a deeper dive into the button. This is Ethan's racism Thanos snapping button. Whenever Ethan does a racism or a sexism or a, accidental genocide endorsement or whatever the fuck he does, right? He hits the button and he erases time. He's like a JoJo villain. He's turned into a gaslighting machine. He has, as he accuses Hasan of gaslighting. Oh, I need to get some coffee. Good thought, Narwhal by nature. But that's what's going on right now. Goku Naro is in second place. Deep Dive into the Button is in first place. More Ethan Cope is in third place. And Ethan Goes After Kirk Honda is in fourth place. That's where we're at right now. Again, chat, you could have the chance to put the butterfly. This is the last butterfly you can put in my hair. You do this with super chats. Any super chat that's a teal or above will contribute towards putting the butterfly in my hair. I have goal ends in. Can anybody tell when the goal ends in? I can't see. YouTube won't show me, but the goal ends at some point. But it might. What? Super chat counts towards. Oh, it's trying to get me to super chat myself. Wow, I should give myself money sometime. Ethan is King Crimson, kind of. Where we are, there we are. Come on back, chat. That's what I do whenever the stream goes down. Here, I'll type reload and refresh. Reload, refresh. Stand back and stand by. There we go. But yeah, I gotta talk to it like a southerner. I gotta be like, come on back, stream. You gotta come on back. Whoa, what's going on? Something went wrong? Something went wrong? You don't say, oh my god. Reload. Something went wrong. Oh my god, we got very sus connection here at the moment. Trying to bring it on back. Bring it on back. Ethan is doxing me, yeah. Are we back? I hope so. Alright, let's try it again. Reload. Refresh. He's using the button on me. That's right. He's using the button on me. That's what's going on. Thank you for standing by. Thank you for having faith in me. Thank you for realizing that I'm not going to sit here and take, 28% donations to the premium streamium and then just disappear on you. Thank you for having faith in me. Thank you for realizing that I'm not going to sit here and take, 28% donations to the premium like a southerner. Refresh. Reload. Come on back. Stream. Yeehaw! No, not this one. Not this one. This is the bad one. This is the bad one. We gotta stay well away from that. We're back again. Again, chat. We got doxed. We got. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Somebody will take that seriously. We got DDoSed. We got suppressed. We got Karen'd. Wait, is the music too loud? No, it's not, right? All right, so we're back. God damn it. So right as I'm trying to explain things to you, my plan is that whatever gets selected, if we hit the premium streamium bonus, then we'll do this. We'll do a premium streamium for you. We'll do a special stream, which is generally a members only stream. Members, Patreons, subs only. But I'll try to figure out like a back or to let people in anyway, because I'm not actually trying to keep anybody out. But it'll be a big stream. It'll be a special stream. It'll be my return to form. We'll do the bonus content as the return stream. That's what's going on. Oh, mouths and words not quite matching. Try refreshing. Yes, refreshing is good. Refreshing is highly. So anyway, like I said, chat, we're at 28% of the premium streamium. If we get to 100% by the time that I end stream, which will be at, less than 2 hours from now, I gotta hurry up. It's just the hotel internet being funky. The funky hotel internet. But yeah, like I said, we got a butterfly goal. We're 2 out of 10 to put the butterfly in my hair. I haven't had this in my hair in a little while, so this would be the last butterfly for a while. And we are 28% of our way towards the premium streamium, which I will do when I come back if we hit that goal. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna do whatever gets voted on / chosen by the donators. Yeah, that's the other thing. Okay, so like I said, this thing down here is at 28% out of 100%. What does it go forward? Every time you do a super chat, super sticker, if you get yourself a membership, if you gift memberships, if you support me on Throne, or you sign up for my Patreon, or if you support me over on Twitch, as Buffy has been generous enough to do this morning through subs, prime subs, you can do for free, gift subs, or throwing bits my way, right? That all adds to the meter here. And if the meter goes to 100, then we do a premium streamium. When I come back, we do something kind of special, right? We'll activate the premium streamium because I don't have time to cover the bonus material today, so I'll have to do that when I come back, which hopefully will be on Friday night. Look forward to that. I think that's what they've told me so far, unless it gets pushed back because, Thailand, etc. The other thing that you can do when you donate is you can let me know in the comments which of these topics you want to see on the premium streamium, and I will turn your money into I will turn your donation into a percentage to add to the score on the poll. So you'll actually boost the topic that you want, or if you want the topic that people are voting for, if you want to just be like what the people choose, then you can say Vox Populi. That's fully valid as well. Anyway, we got to get to this because otherwise I'm going to run out of time here. I think I've covered everything. Thank you to my Patreons. Let me bring you up really quick and shout you out really quick. Everyone on my Patreon gets the videos before they come out. Get them unedited, uncensored, and before anybody else. You get the first run of the videos. So that's a benefit at every level, at the $3 level and all the levels, right? At the $5 level, Fancy Weasel level, you also get a shout out. So let me give you the fancy shout outs right now. Shouts out to Oral Ellipsis, shouts out to Temporal Infinity, shouts out to Steven Sayers, shouts out to Funky Monkey, shouts out to Shakespeare, shouts out to Sarah, shouts out to Nadia Yvette, shouts out to Moe No Ape, shouts out to Crystal Saphira, shouts out to Jules K, shouts out to Jessica Bell, shouts out to Izzy Mandius, shouts out to Infallible Fell, shouts out to Hot Hem Radio, shouts out to Good for Gabby, shouts out to Buffy Geek, shouts out to Animus, and a fancy shout out to Zerazerix, to Rachel K, and to Omega Star. Patreons, you are awesome, and I appreciate you. I also appreciate the Thumb Gang. Don't think that you just, because you can't support the stream financially and drive the premium streamium goal forward, that I don't, that you can't do something for the stream. You can hit that like button. It helps out a lot. If you're over on Twitch, you can throw a Prime sub my way, which, you know, if you have Prime, you got a free sub to give to the streamer of your choice. If that is me, you'll get all my emotes, right? You'll get it for free. It'll cost you nothing, and you will be, yeah, supporting me with a little bit of a donation there without you even paying anything. So that's a good way to go as well. We got to get going though, because we got Ethan Klein, got Hasan, and there's gonna be a debate, maybe. There might actually be. I am not clickbaiting you with this, okay? Just so you understand. So of course the bot channel has this. Of course the bot channel has it. I'm looking for it on the non-bot channel. Let's see. It's either on Hasanabi Reacts or Hasanabi Productions. These are good channels. Ethan dodges the debate with Hasan. There we go.
Ethan Klein became...
All right, so we got that, and then we're going to bring up the Ethan Klein. There we go. Wait. Yeah, there it is. That's the one. Come on. Come on back now, Ethan. Come on back. We got to get you in here. What kind of content nuke we got today? Omega Star with the super chat. Let's go Team Weasels. Yes, indeed. And if you become a member, if you're gifted a membership, or if you member yourself on YouTube, you'll get my emotes. You'll be able to post those Weasels. Same thing goes for Twitch. There's even more emotes, and they are animated. Hasanabi Productions has it. I see that. Thank you. So anyway, I guess we'll start off our stream with this guy. Well, that's a great pose, Ethan. Wow, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at Esteban. Chat, it's Esteban. This is a Esteban, friend of the VOD, Esteban. Thank you, Ethan Klein. Put this up here. Bring me maybe down here so we can react to what Esteban has to say. He looks like the yellow guy emote. What's the yellow guy? Freeze frame. I know the freeze frames are awesome, aren't they? But wait, let me did I count? Yeah, that makes sense. And then add that 32%. We're at 32%, fully 1/3 of the way towards the premium streamium. If we hit this by the end of the stream, we'll do the premium streamium upon my return. That is how we're doing it today. Again, limited time, and my, stopping the stream is absolute. Once I stop the stream, I'm gonna have to check out. I'm gonna have to pack up my laptop and everything and get the fuck out of here, so that I do not get charged extra for not checking out in time. Let's see what we got going with Ethan Klein. Never gonna give you up. Always gonna give. Never gonna actually debate. Never gonna actually engage. Always gonna gaslight you. do we start here? Tim Pool. Wait, this is about talking to Sam Cedar. Let's see what this is.
Bag of turd. What?
Okay.
It's Tim Pool.
I know he doesn't think highly of me. You know. Oh, by the
Sorry, does Tim Pool know Ethan?
way, update. Everybody has been raving, has been pushing for a long time. Hasan will not debate me. He won't watch the video.
Hasan will not debate you? No, Ethan. No, Ethan. You might say he won't watch the video, even though he has watched the video, even though that video is just rehashed points from Destiny that you have laundered. I would say laundered is the correct word for it, right? When you take criticisms that have already been pushed away, that have already been debunked 1,000 fucking times, and you try to say, well, what about this, Hasan? What about that? I made a video. Why don't you watch this video? Because he already has, right? This is nothing new. Every single thing it's all a computer. It's all rehashed DDG shit, right? But in addition to that, Hasan is also, through watching other people, basically watched all of the nuke already. That's not really a thing, but that's not what Ethan said. He said Hasan won't debate. No, Hasan has been challenging you to a debate. Who won't debate? Oh, that's right, it's you.
Deal. But he's been saying, you don't need to talk to me. Talk to approved Jew, sanctioned official Jew friend.
He did say you need to talk to him, and you won't because you're a coward.
Sam Cedar. And after watching his crew disparage me for the 100 billionth time and just repeating like Hasan talking points mindlessly, I decided it's time to reach out to Sam Cedar.
I love that, chat. The idea that the Majority Report crew, they don't really know anything about Israel-Palestine. They just get all their talking points from Hasan. Coming from the guy that gets all his talking points from Destiny. But go on, King.
To set it up. We're going to finally have a clash of the Jewish minds. Two great Jewish minds, mano y mano.
Is it a clash? What happened?
I don't think it'll be a clash at all. I sent him an email. I was like, hey, Sam, there's a lot of like silly nonsense going around. I think it's time we just jump on a call or whatever. I have his email address from when the Crowder stuff happened. Mm-hmm. And I wrote him, and he wrote me back a very nice email. And he said he's busy with family stuff, and he'll write me back after Thursday. So that is happening. Now, by the way, I already saw Hasan comment on this. Someone was like, hey, Ethan's actually going to talk to Sam Cedar. And he's like, oh, well, he's probably just going to lie to him about his position. I'm like, bro, what do you want from me, man?
You guys could have a shofar off,
Just who could toot it the hardest?
Yeah, that'd be pretty epic.
Blow each other.
Obligatory Kanye. Davy Cliff, I'm surprised you didn't ask me about Kanye. You're saying, like, why no Pope coverage, right? Why no Kanye coverage? I'll tell you why, because we don't cover incest on this show. We don't cover childhood trauma or incest or things that would trigger people, but yeah, I mean that's what everybody's talking about right now. Kanye has released a song, if you don't know, it's called Cousin, and it's about his cousin. And it is about something really fucked up that happened up until the age that he was 14 with his cousin who is now in jail. Which, wow, I just didn't need to know this about. I wish I could erase this from my brain. But I don't know how to say this, but Kanye did a thing with his mouth to his cousin when I assume they were both underage. I don't know, but he wrote a song about it. He's got a song now about putting his mouth on his cousin. Anyway, chat, that's yeah, like I said, the less I could talk about Kanye and his cousin, the better.
We could blow each other.
Shaka Shorty blowdown.
The great Jewish tradition of blowing each other. Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, interesting. I will. I'm eager to hear more.
Yeah, I'm look forward to talking to them. I think unlike Hasan, I am willing to face anyone, talk about anything. I have nothing to hide. I'm extraordinarily honest, and unlike Hasan, who is the opposite. I think things will become clearer and clearer as time moves on about who is the dishonest, bad faith actor in this and who is the righteous, correct.
Well, given that you're going to claim that Hasan, that calling you obsessed with Hasan is a ridiculous thing, and of course Hasan is the one who's obsessed with you, and that's just like ahistorical, right? This is a situation in which you had a talk show with somebody, a podcast with somebody, which at first was you both agreeing that, yeah, conservatives fucking suck, right? And then when communism, capitalism came up, you had a little debate. You were in over your head. You just don't really know enough you don't understand what these things really are. And so you got a little embarrassed, but you moved on. Then October 7th happened and you argued about Israel, Palestine a few times at the same time as you were pissing off your audience and losing them. And then after half of them left you, after half of your fucking audience got the fuck out of Dodge because they didn't want to have anything to do with you anymore, you blame Hasan for it. You talk about him constantly. And then what, after like a half a year, he says something back, right? Before then, he's just defending you. He's like, no, Ethan's a good guy. He just doesn't understand. He's just a little bit oblivious to stuff. He's just a little bit ignorant about stuff, but he's got a good heart. Trust me. Like, I know the guy. He's a good guy. No, this is not anyway. What I'm saying, chat, is that anybody who's been watching this whole thing knows exactly what's going on, and the more you watch, the more disingenuous Ethan appears. The more willing to try to straight up not just spin stuff, right, which is what he's accusing Hasan of, but straight up lie over and over and over again, which really you have to be somewhat checked out. You have to only watch things from Ethan's side to actually believe these lies, especially when the lies are like, I don't talk about Hasan at all. He's obsessed with me. What are you talking? I mean, this is like a fucking Destiny worthy, like, obfuscation.
Correct, honest, truthful.
Okay, maybe.
Angelic.
Easy.
Magnanimous.
Easy.
It's true.
Holy. Sacred.
That's right.
You are some kind of cow, Ethan. It's not a sacred cow. I believe it's the lol cow variety.
Voice in this conversation.
Yeah, the Antichrist will present himself as holy. It's another one of the signs.
Listen, make the decision for yourself. If you can't tell it's the Antichrist, maybe he's just kind of a good guy and you got it all wrong. Like, oh, he's the Antichrist. What did he do? He raised a bunch of money for charity and he fed a bunch of kids and he did all this great stuff and he saved the world.
Raised a bunch of money for charity. This guy's richer than people who gave more money to the charity.
Oh, well, he's the Antichrist. No, it sounds like he's the man.
Well, that's his whole shtick. He's supposed to manipulate you and make you think he's somebody else.
Okay, but what if he's actually doing good things? Like talking to Sam Cedar.
I am a vicious anti-Semite.
Actually, kind of true. And we're going to prove that today.
Yo!
I think it's time to start...
Yeah. TLDR, what he's referring to is the title of the stream right here. Hasan and iDubbbz caught in 4K. Right. He's still on the sword thing. He really thinks that he's cooking with this Nazi sword thing, right? The sword from Bleach, a Japanese show using, like cultural symbols from all over the world, and yeah, one of the hilts of the swords is like a backwards, it's like a swirly thing that swirls in the opposite direction that a swastika would swirl, and Ethan is latched onto this thing. It was a swastika, and that Hasan, let's see, let me just, because we're not going to cover this part, chat. I got limited time. We're only going to cover the debate challenge, right? So I'm just telling you what else is going on. Ethan is contending that Hasan picked out a sword with something that would look like a swastika on it to use it to target a Jewish man. She's targeting, right? Poor little Ethan, minding his own business, not bothering anyone. He was targeted. He was targeted by the evil anti-Semite Hasan, who then dog signaled? dog whistled to his far right audience, despite the fact that everything that this guy talks about is far left, despite the fact of it that Hasan is apparently too far left for Ethan. No, somehow Hasan is gonna dog whistle, let the Nazis know that he's secretly on their side, even though he's just talking about communism. Which wait, what did they come for first, chat? What was that poem? First, they came for the podcast. Oh no, it wasn't the podcast host. First they came for the first they sent the CPS. No, wait, it wasn't that. First they came for the vape nation. No, it wasn't that. No, there was the communists. That's right. First they came for the communists. Right? So the number one enemy, in other words, Hasan's ideology is like the number one enemy for actual Nazis, but somehow through showing the sword, he's gonna get Nick Fuentes to be like, oh, I guess Hasan is an okay guy. Never mind all the communism.
Planting the seed here. I want to talk to Sam, and then I want to talk. And Hasan, I'm ready to get on a call with you without any prerequisite. You don't have to watch the video. I think it's time we talk it out. And let me say, and let me add a caveat, or not a caveat, but a prediction. I think that Hasan, being the ever coward that he is, and always.
So there we go, chat. Does that sound like a challenge to you? Did you hear Ethan say that he's going to debate Hasan? That he wants to debate Hasan? Is that a challenge? Did he drop the gauntlet? Is that a gauntlet drop?
Constantly moving the goalposts. We'll find a way to justify dodging it. It will either be that, oh, Ethan is way too gone to talk, or oh, Ethan's just going to get Destiny.
Let's get this down. I'm challenging Hasan, but he's not going to accept it because he's too much of a coward. Have I got it right? Do I understand this right? Am I getting this? Wondering Scorpio says Hasan said right after the content shit dropped that he would debate Ethan. Oh, I know, right? What's up, Nabil? Good to see you. Did Anonymous just give you a... Is that what happened? Thank you, chat. Thank you, Twitch chat, for like letting me know what happens in Twitch, because I missed the I actually missed the notification, but it sounds like Nabil got a gift sub from Anonymous. So thank you, Anonymous. And Nabil, you just got jellyfished, and that's a good thing. That puts our premium streamium up to 38. Again, chat, the stream's gonna be over in 1 hour. All right, I've got a hard limit. I gotta check out of this hotel. You can see I'm in a hotel. Check it out today. I'm moving into my new apartment. Really excited about that. We also have the goal, if we get 10 super chats in, I think we've got like a couple, or no, like, do we have like 2 hours left? How many hours? We have less than 2 hours, slightly less than 2 hours left, right? But we got that goal as well. If you want to see the butterfly in my hair, the other goal, this goal up here, premium streamium, means that when I come back, which I think will be on Friday night, knock on wood, chat, let's hope they actually get my internet installed when they say that they will, right? But I'll come back on Friday night for my glorious return. If we hit that 100 number, I'll do a premium streamium covering whatever topic. I'll do your bonus content will be part of my glorious return, because again, like I said, chat, I got a hard limit of 1 hour from now. I am checking out. So but yeah, if you want a cool comeback stream, and you can hit that, if we hit the premiums. Oh my god, pan fried Anon is going nuts over there in Twitch chat. Pan fried surf, you just got jellyfished, and that's a good thing. Now it goes up to 44%, so we're getting closer. We're closing in, chat, on that, doing that premium content, that premium streamium when I come back as the glorious return. And again, chat, usually premium streamium is for members and for subs and for patrons only. So if you want to make sure that you get in to that easy, be one of those. Make yourself a member, make yourself a sub, make yourself a patron. I will try to get you in the door nonetheless, right? I'm like the theater that like leaves the back door open with the intention that if somebody can't afford it, that they make use of that back door. So we'll get you in regardless, but you want to do it on the official way, become a sub. ContraPoints talked about this in her new video. Something like, if you're seeing demonic symbols in everything, it's not because others are obsessed with demons. It's because you are. Interesting. The way he looks around the room for approval, knowing that he's lying or being deceptive. Yeah, he's so dishonest, isn't he? I feel like my brain is getting smaller every time I hear Ethan these days. Yeah, I don't know. Panfried Surf, I think Ethan's either planning or attempting some sort of an ambush. Oh, for Sam, right? Is that what you mean? He's just going to completely back out. But yeah, I'm just saying, take note of what he's saying, right? He says that he wants to debate Hasan, but he thinks that Hasan will be a coward and he'll run away. Wait, let me just rewind it really quickly to make sure we don't miss anything. Boom.
Post will find a way to justify dodging it. It will either
Hasan will dodge out. All right. So we got that. Remember this, chat. Note this down. All right. Hasan will be the one to dodge out. All right. That's the prediction. That's the prediction. So chat, let me tell you that this challenge that Ethan is just, this gauntlet that Ethan has just dropped will be picked up by the end of the show. All right. And we will see if there will be a debate or whether someone will in fact be a coward and will dodge.
There'd be that, oh, Ethan is way too gone to talk, or oh, Ethan's just gonna get Destiny talking points, or Ethan's gonna blitz me with Destiny, or what's the point of talking to him?
You mean like the
he will find some, or he's
Steven
just gonna
Crowder
lie.
thing?
He'll find some way to get out of it. That's my prediction.
Okay, Hasan
and
will...
we'll see. I mean, listen, like I said.
All right. Just write this down. Hasan will find some way to get out of that. We'll see if that's what happens by the end.
We'll see what's what once all this shit settles. So I am going to talk to Sam, and then afterwards I want to talk to Hasan, and let's see who makes excuses and who's the coward, and who's.
Wait a minute, Ethan. Sam's got family stuff. Sam's got family stuff. This was done on Wednesday, right? This was done. Wait, it's Wednesday for you. This was done earlier today, right? I'm so confused, chat, because it's Thursday for me, international dateline and all. Sam has already said that he can't even answer about scheduling the debate until tomorrow, until Thursday. I feel like I'm seeing a built-in excuse already. This is Ethan's escape hatch, right? He challenges Hasan to a debate. Now he's saying he wants to do Hasan after Sam Cedar. For what reason? What, like, please tell me, why do you need to do Sam Cedar first, right? He's made no case for that. There's nothing there except an escape hatch for Ethan, possibly, right? That's what I suspect will happen, right? Now that he's saying, you know, he's going to debate Sam Cedar, then he's going to debate Hasan, right? I see a built-in escape hatch of Hasan accepting his debate challenge, and then Ethan saying, no, I got to debate Sam first.
The liar. Who's the propagandist? We'll see.
You just listed 3 things.
All of those things. He's all those things. I'm none of them.
Oh.
Well, look, Ethan, if you want to get, if you want to talk about propaganda, right? It comes from the same word as propagate. So anytime you put your viewpoint out there, you're doing propaganda. You're propagating a viewpoint, right? You're publicly endorsing and stating and explaining a viewpoint. That's propaganda, right? So, but you know, there's conscious propaganda. Like, let's say you are a socialist. Let's say you are anti-capitalist, and you put out anti-capitalist propaganda. You say, these are my problems with capitalism. There's a fundamental contradiction between the interests of the workers and the interests of the capitalists, right? That's propaganda right there. But that's conscious propaganda, because you believe you're against capitalism. You're not right. There's that, and then there's, like, you heard a story. You've always had it explained to you, right? That the formation of the state of Israel was not a grotesque human rights atrocity, but was rather a understandable reaction to the persecution of Jewish people, most recently in Europe, and that the in terms of the conflict with the Palestinians, both sides are somewhat at fault, and we just need a two-state solution, right? We just need, we would have had one if Yasser Arafat had just, right? You've heard these things, right? And you could believe these things, and you can then propagate that without having examined, did Yasser Arafat actually blow up the negotiations? Was it really a both sides thing, right? Where Palestinians were expelled, but also Jews around the Levant were expelled, right? What was it? Is that true, or is that just something that you've had explained to you and you've never really been motivated to examine that, right? So those are two different kinds of propaganda, conscious and unconscious, right? And I don't know, chat. I feel like an unconscious agent is an effective agent, right? If you don't know that what you're saying is a lie, then you could probably sell it as being truthful more easily.
Well, one of them was positive, wasn't it? I thought one of those was supposed to be you.
I said propagandist, liar.
Okay, well.
What, do you think I'm one of those?
No, I'm just...
Oh my God.
I'm going to have to go back and look.
Yeah, so Hasan, big guy, let's just make it happen. You know what I mean? I'm going to do everything you wanted from me. I'm going to do...
Let's make it happen.
Everything you wanted.
He's on board, chat. He's ready.
Hasan, to prove how fearless I am.
I did everything right.
I'm so alpha, bro. You will not demasculate me. Whatever.
All right, you were right. All three were negative, so...
Oh, you went back?
Now I understand. You and all three were Hasan.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing how he manages to get out of this.
Wake up, Ethan.
And again,
me too. How will Hasan respond?
And the guy is such a coward, dude. He still has not responded. This man takes the opportunity to watch every single Ethan hate video on stream in its entirety. Okay? The minute that Ian drops his content copy, he watches the whole thing. I respond to it, a hour plus long video with a 16-minute response. And he's going, I don't have time to watch that shit. I need to do the news. Like, bro, can you please...
To be honest, it was bad content.
Please be real.
It was boring.
Can we please be real? I'm already on topic, so let's just go to the war zone.
But now look at these cascading demands, right? At first it was you have to watch the hour and 40-minute long content puke, right? You have to re-engage with stuff that you've already debunked and dispelled, basically rehashed Destiny talking points, and know you encountering the content nuke in the course of reacting to other people debunking it once more. That does not count, right? So that was the first demand. Was there something else that he demanded that Hasan react to too? I can't remember, chat. Was there something else? But yeah, now we got the demand is that he watch the is that the video? That's the video about the skulls and oh god, what is he saying about? I'm trying to remember what he's saying about iDubbbz. What his big claim is there.
First things first. Actually, this.
But yeah, to be real, chat, I skipped that video too. I watched the video, and look, there's a limited amount of time that we have on the stream, and it just did not. It's not worth it to react to that particular video. But yeah, now that's his demand.
This was a story, but I was watching somebody, I forget the channel name, who was reacting.
No comment check.
To this whole situation. He was actually on my side. However, he made a statement that I wanted to clarify. He said something like, oh, Ethan's kids it's like totally normal. The kids must have got like the poop on them, and like maybe it's totally understandable. And I just want to make it clear right now, okay, to him and anyone else, nobody had giardia but Olive, our pup.
Okay, so I feel like I should go. Can somebody tell me the name of the Ethan video where he says that he did get giardia, that his wife got giardia, that his kids got giardia, that everybody got giardia? So like he's like, I didn't actually get giardia. That was just a lie put out. Who's saying that he got giardia? It was him. If somebody can come up with the name of the Ethan Klein video really quick, I will bring it up, because there is a value in having that content be like right next to this content. Anybody remember the name of the Ethan Klein? Narwhal, thank you. Wow. He's revising history, yeah. Well, but here's the deal. Here's the deal, right? If you haven't seen the original video where he says the thing, then, you know, you don't know that. You're just like, oh yeah, I guess he never said he had giardia. Right? That's what he's trying to do. This is for the suckers. This is for the marks. Let me really try to quickly I want to bring that up. I want to bring that up so bad, because he is so full of shit here. It is like a while ago, isn't it? Oh my god, I almost remember what it's called. Call CP. It was before Call CPS. I feel like it might even be a video that doesn't have to do with Hasan, although most of his videos do have to do with Hasan or Noah or Bad Empanada, sued by ex-employees. Hasan Piker is a cowardly liar. Reddit. Ethan ritualistically humiliated. Doom's nuclear fallout. I can't handle this anymore. Thank you, Narwhal. Oh my god. Because I feel like we can come up with this really quickly. I just want to have this in proximity chat, because unlike Ethan Klein, like he's relying on the lack of proximity. He's relying on the fact that like the actual receipts. I can't handle this anymore. Is it that? I can't handle this anymore. Thank you, God. There it is. There it is. Boom. All right, let's just do this, because we need this in
Perfect
proximity.
score.
What I mean is, chat, we just saw Ethan retconning the giardia story. I never said I had giardia. Nobody had giardia. It was only the dog. People are lying about me. All right, cool shit, Ethan. Cool shit. Ethan's health issues? Is that? God, no. It's further in. It's further in. Oh no. I can't waste time. I can't waste time. Pull up to the next segment. New favorite podcast. Ryan Reynolds destroying the Yeezy. Boogie unalived. Bathroom break. Finishing locale live. Comparing hell from different religions. Resting the title. Oh. Is it Ethan's health issues?
Okay, so you guys know I've been having, there's a few things. Cough issues. I've been having this cough. Everyone's like, is the cough ever
going away? Good question.
Narwhal _ by super chatted $5.
Oh my
1941.
God. Yes,
that's the
1941.
timestamp.
Thank you so much. 1941 was a good year for wine. Probably not, but I like to think it was, and an even better year for a timestamp. Let's put it on 1929, and we'll get to 1941.
Okay, that's
good. Ethan.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Doolittle.
H3 is being a little bitch again.
Oh.
So that's only one part of it. The next part is...
What's the next?
That Olive has giardia.
All right. So now that's the
which
one...
is it's a bacterial infection in the intestines that makes you have diarrhea.
Let's remember, now he's claiming that Olive had giardia, and that's it. Nobody else had giardia.
Yeah.
And Olive has this?
Olive has this, yeah. She came to us with it.
Okay.
She
came to us.
Diarrhea, and...
oh, poor baby.
Ducky came to us with that, too.
So it's like she's Annie. Chat, you know from Annie, Little Orphan Annie? Like the musical Annie? You know what I'm talking about? That's like Annie came to Daddy Warbucks, right? He's Daddy Warbucks. And the dog was like, I know I'm gonna like it here.
And I just wonder why...
It's relatively common.
It should be... They should have found it already. But anyway, so she has giardia, so we have her on an antibiotic, but we had to wait until Monday, which is today. We just got it today. And... well, Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has giardia.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Now Sonny has giardia too. Okay, Sonny is the kid, the younger of the kids, I think.
Shit.
Oh,
And
no.
now Ela has giardia.
And now your wife has giardia. Okay, check Sonny, check Ela, check Olive. Got it. Who else?
And now I think this morning I had diarrhea.
I think I have diarrhea. I think I have giardia. I mean, like, just what is he implying? He talked about the kid crawling around putting stuff in their mouth. What are we supposed to think from that? Why were you saying that? What conclusion are we supposed to draw?
Oh my God.
What can I do to not get it from you?
I'm trying
to...
Because I'm not trying to get
Can
it.
we crank the AC maybe?
Is it?
It's extremely ridiculous to get. You have to ingest my poop. Are you planning on that?
Never.
Not really.
Diagnosed. Jeez. Now I know they're not. This is some kind of Keemstar drama alert, meme that they're doing here. But it says diagnosed, right? Could you blame somebody for watching this segment and thinking that his whole family? It's sounding like his whole family got infected with giardia from the fact that the kids were playing on the floor and putting stuff in their mouth. What does that imply? What kind of stuff? And the only way you can get it, chat, remember? According to Ethan, now this isn't true, right? This isn't actually medically true. Don't take this as a medical advice or anything like that. But he said the only way you can get it is to ingest his poop. All right, so the only way you get it is to ingest the poop of someone infected. The baby got giardia, Ethan says. Now, he's later retconning this and saying the baby did not get giardia. How would that happen according to the logic that we've been presented here? You have to ingest the poop of the infected. So did the child ingest your poop or did the child ingest the dog's poop?
So then you're fine.
But unfortunately,
so the problem is
you just told us that your poop is flowing out of your mouth. It's like in the
literally.
air, bro.
that's not what I said. That's literally that's what
admitted
you
had
said.
caca breath.
No, that's what you said.
You
I
implied
said.
they all ate poop, yeah.
Well, anyway, so let me continue, please.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So because
Keep interrupting.
it can go on surfaces and stuff. So Olive chews everywhere. So Sonny, it makes sense why he got it. Then once he starts having these crazy diarrheas, like in the middle of the night, all day, all the time, he's having these crazy diarrheas. Then when me and Ela start having to get in,
So not only is he saying his child got infected with giardia, which he said earlier, he's saying the child is exhibiting classic symptoms of giardia. That's what giardia will do to you.
there, it's changing his
That's the number one symptom is diarrhea.
diaper. Obviously, you put him down, you wash your hands as best you can, but these are really nasty diarrheas.
And
And he's saying they're especially nasty, right? So he's implying there's something special. Like I've seen baby diarrhea before, and it was not like this.
put their hands into the poop.
So I haven't been diagnosed with it. Neither has Ela. Sonny went to the doctor today to get a poop evaluation, but I'm pretty sure he has it because
Pretty sure he has it.
the symptoms is like frequent and then extremely foul smelling diarrheas. And the first night,
So he's saying like not just like diarrhea, which babies get diarrhea a lot, unfortunately. If you've ever been a mom if you've ever been any kind of parent, you might know or even done some care for a baby, you know this, right? But he's saying there's something special. There's something particularly foul about this diarrhea. I think it's giardia.
it happened last night in the middle of the night. I walked into his room. He was crying in the middle of the night. And I was immediately struck by the foulest his whole room was just wafting and the foulest diarrhea smell. And I was like, here we go, So I opened.
So again, chat, why is Ethan telling this story? Because he thinks it's funny. Like, to him, all you got to do to make, Ethan laugh is tell him a poo-poo story. And that's just prime comedy, right? So that's why he's telling it. So could he be exaggerating it? Absolutely. Is he a reliable narrator? No. But watching this clip, do you fucking know that? Like, I'm having to use my Ethan expertise to hypothesize that maybe this story is a little bit exaggerated, right? Maybe this story is meant to make us laugh, not necessarily 100% reflective of the truth, but I gotta really read into this to be able to say that.
and first of all, he doesn't want to get changed. he's in the middle of the night. He's tired. So you put him on the changing table, and he is thrashing like a fish out of water. And meanwhile, he is covered in viscous, or does viscous mean not flowing or flowing, or non-viscous?
Well, I think you have to phrase it like it either is highly viscous.
Anyway, chat, I feel like that explains it all. Is there anything else? The viscosity is not
Okay,
really...
so he had a very low viscosity
Yeah.
diarrhea. And he was thrashing all around. So you can imagine it was not an easy task cleaning that up. And in the dark, too, mind you.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, I get him changed. I put the diaper on. I put him back in his sleeping sack. And I want to put him on the ground because I didn't want him to, suffer. So I carry him into the bathroom to wash my hands. And, I try to do a one-handed wash, which isn't good enough. So I'm holding him in this hand. I'm trying to do two hands. Point is, I washed my hands as best as I could.
Oh my God.
And obviously, after I put him down, I washed him again. Ela, on the other hand, she started having, and I don't want to out her, but very foul-smelling diarrhea.
So what's he said so far? He's basically said that, he's sure that Sonny's got it. He knows the dog has had it. He's... Yeah. I mean, like, right? Himself, his wife, his dog, his child. Right now, there's one more child.
Now, this morning I had a diarrhea.
No.
And I'll say that it wasn't foul smelling.
Shouts out, Ela. We love you.
We love you, Ela.
And the thing is, they all smell the same. There's this similar foulness that it smells like. And now our other dog started farting, and it smelled.
Okay, so the other dog, right? So we got 2 dogs infected, a child infected, Ela's infected, Ethan's infected.
It was like this foul-smelling giardia shit.
Brother, you need to be in a bubble right now. Why?
Yeah,
Why are you here?
It's not really contagious unless you're.
Really? It's not contagious.
It feels like it definitely
Unless you're
is.
changing.
He's fucking cavalier about this shit, right? Can't you blame somebody for thinking that this is not like a safe situation that these kids are in? Now, I don't want anybody fucking getting CPS called on them like over, I hate this guy, right? Or somebody on the internet, basically, using CPS to go after people they don't like. But does this not sound like a little bit concerning? And like I said, like knowing that Ethan is not a reliable narrator, I'm not going to use this to like then, call in CPS or suggest that anybody in my chat do that and I didn't. But at the same time, if somebody is concerned about this, I can kind of understand why, right? It's understandable that this sounds concerning, right? I feel like if I was working for CPS watching this, I would be concerned. So he tells a story that is legitimately fucking concerning. He, states that he thinks that, his wife is infected, his other dog is infected, his child is infected, right? And how do they get infected? From eating poop. That's how he said it's transmitted. You got to eat my poop to get it. Therefore, for the baby to get it, how would that have to happen? The baby has ingested. Yeah, that's what is he implying? That's what That's what this clip is implying. Omega Star with the $4.99 super chat. Let's all wish Shaxby a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Shaxby. I'll have to celebrate you with you a little bit when we get back. But that is definitely and it's Wednesday right there. It's still Wednesday?
Narwhal _ super chatted $10. I'll donate in the name of Shax tonight. She's turning 25 again.
Turning 25
awesome.
Once again. Yeah. Like the second and third and fourth time you turn 25, it's even better. It's even better than the first time. So happy birthday, Shaxby. And I hope you are getting to celebrate and eating some good food, maybe even, and not getting infected with giardia. Make sure that you don't accidentally ingest Ethan's poop while you were at it.
In diaper.
Sometimes it feels that way.
You're not going to catch it. You are not going to catch it.
You better be cleaning your hands really well.
I mean, Ethan,
Bro.
to defend Ethan,
So-
he's
You're not
a very thorough hand washer. He washes
If any of you catch
frequently.
giardia,
No.
okay, I will give
do
you
know.
$10,000.
Hey,
And
now I'm gonna try to
Now
get it,
y'all are
bro.
gonna be licking the toilet seat.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
No, you guys will not be getting giardia. It's
Okay.
not like that.
Okay,
Yay.
well,
Yeah.
Well, good. Also,
But anyway, it's also not that serious. It's just diarrhea.
right.
It's
not
not
too
like a
worried.
serious.
And the thing is, like, you
It's pretty serious, chat. He's so wrong. Like, there's so much about what he's saying that's wrong. But again, if you're watching this, you just have what he says to go off of, right? You don't have anything else to go off of. If you don't know that, like, you know, yeah, giardia can be transmitted from, you know, like, you know, incidental contact between, you know, somebody's hands and a surface and somebody else's hands, and somebody puts their hand on their face, you know, right? There's multiple ways. You in fact do not have to eat poop to contract giardia. You know, but you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know watching that.
Puppy. She came to us.
Let's rewind it.
It's like totally normal. The kids must have got like the poop on them, and like maybe it's totally understandable. And I just want to make it clear right now, okay, to him and anyone else, nobody had
Yeah, thank you, Omega Star, and thank you, Narwhal, for the super chat.
giardia, but Olive, our puppy. She came to us.
All right, so now you can say that. You can say that you now know, and listen, I'll be real with you. You don't know. Those tests, I don't think are 100% reliable, chat. Just a little story. I went on a camping trip once, and I came back with some very problematic digestion. And I went to the doctor, and, you know, the first thing they suspected was giardia, and they gave me a test, right? They tested for the presence of the parasite itself. They tested for the, presence of the giardia worm, and they also tested for the presence of any eggs of the worm in my stool sample. Those tests came up negative, chat, but I was sick for at least 3 weeks, and sicker than I've ever been. All right. Most of the time, I would agree with Ethan here and say that diarrhea is not that big of a deal, right? Most of the time, it is an inconvenience. It is gross. It is troublesome, and it, you know, it's gonna maybe be associated with a tummy ache, but it's not a huge deal. This was an enormous deal. This is one of the sick. I don't think I've ever been, like, gastrointestinally, I have never been this sick before or after, right? So yeah, I mean, like, no, it's, god damn, this guy's so full of it.
She had diarrhea.
And by it, I mean giardia.
I immediately called the vet.
But he's saying that his test came up negative, right? He's saying that everybody but the dog tested negative.
Being a good dog owner, responsible dog owner, to come check her out. They tested her, and she tested positive for giardia.
I'm sorry, responsible dog owner. Yeah, we'll put a pin in that one.
Now, people who are like, I've never heard.
There are some people who would take exception to that, Ethan. There are some people who would not sign off on that.
The unknown, it's never before known disease. It's extremely common.
He's right about that.
Parasite. Ducky came to us with it. It's extraordinarily common. So what happened is, at the same exact time, Sonny, who was just starting to try solid foods, was having diarrhea too. So being a good parent and out of abundance of caution, I had Sonny and everybody in the house tested for giardia. The test came back, and none of us had giardia except Olive.
Again, chat, from my own experience, right? My test came back negative. All right, I had something. All right, and they worked me up. They tried to they tested for I think more things than just giardia, right? They didn't come up with anything, but I definitely had something. I have never had that foul of experience in the bathroom as when I was infected with whatever, which I'm pretty sure is giardia. So anyway, he might be wrong. Maybe they did. There's not. I don't think this is as conclusive as he's making it out to be. And you know what? Even if it was, Ethan, based on the clip that we just watched, there's no way of fucking knowing that. Nobody that watches this knows this information. So when somebody, is going off of what you said, you can only get it from eating poop. The baby's crawling on the floor. The dog's infected with giardia. What the fuck kind of what kind of conclusion are they supposed to draw?
So essentially, all that happened was that my 1-year-old baby who was trying solid foods for the first time had diarrhea. That's the entirety of what happened. And I've clarified that before. And of course, it doesn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does now everybody's responsible for watching every single moment of the H3 show? If you want to ever, have an issue with anything that Ethan does, you must have watched all of the show and commit it to memory. Yeah, that's great, Ethan.
Stop. It just shows you how prolific these, how good Hasan is and his like whole infrastructure.
How good Hasan is. Hasan, who never said anything about this. Hasan, who, if anybody ever brought up CPS, was like, don't fucking do that. Hasan, who swatted away the idea that Ethan could be anything other than an ideal parent. Yeah, it was Hasan that did it? Yeah, really?
At spreading complete malicious lies
Not
about
as good as you are at spreading giardia within your family unit.
me, that like even people who are agreeing with me are like, yeah, no, it's totally understandable. It's like, that's not, I just want to make that clear. That is not what happened. No giardia was spread. Okay. So that's that. So I just want to make sure everybody's clear on that one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Any questions?
No.
God, this thing sucks. It just won't close.
The watch?
All right.
Just take it off.
It's too thick. I can't suck it, dude.
Ask the people. I don't want to go.
If you
they paid for this.
No. Yeah.
Still struggling with the watch.
We are going to throw up a poll, guys. You can.
Grab out the poll. Checking his phone.
62% say yes. It's extraordinarily close.
Last minute, I voted that I wanted you to keep it on.
Controversial. You have it like this and just.
Ian from the grave, who did the impossible. My subscribers on that channel are, and I just want to say, man, among them. Oh, fuck's sake. It's doing this thing again. Look, it's here, right? Okay, there. In this video, by the way, another thing, I saw Emma from Majority Report being like, all I know is Ethan is obsessed with him. Like, he cannot stop talking about him. And,
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Again, this is part of this narrative that's just so cruel and pathetic. Like, Hasan has talked about me for, I counted it up, like 20 hours. 20 hours of continued coverage about me.
Continued coverage? Or is it more like 20 hours over the course of like 20 streams?
8 videos about me, talking about me in the past 30 days. Before this iDubbbz video dropped, I was at like,
oh, okay, so cool. Did history begin 30 days ago? He loves doing this, chat. Depending on what subject you're talking about, either history began on October 7th, 2023, or maybe history began a month ago. And nothing that happened before, none of the continuous crash out of somebody who was defending you to his audience, trying to explain that, that anything that they're chalking up to malice, to you being callous and you doing genocide apologia is actually just that Ethan just legitimately does not know. He does not know. He does not understand. He's a good guy. Trust me. That's what Hasan is saying. Meanwhile, Ethan is trashing Hasan's reputation to try to appeal to, yes, a right-wing audience. The same kind of thing that he's accusing Hasan of with the sword, right? Hasan showing the sword, going after a Jewish guy, doing a takedown on a Jewish guy, targeting a Jewish guy. His sword's got it's got a swirl on it. It's not a swastika, but we're going to pretend it is anyway, because that's convenient for our narrative. And then it's because Hasan secretly wants Nazis to like him, right? Even though all he talks about is fucking communism. The things the kind of thing that Nazis hate the most, right? Ethan, anti-communism is something you got in common with the Nazis. Hating Hasan is something that you got in common with the Nazis. And in fact, even, supporting Israel against Palestine is something that you got in common with a number of the Nazis who also want all, would love it if all Jewish people were to live in one country, right? And some of the Christian, fascists, some of the Christian nationalists as well, who literally need all Jewish people to move to Israel to fulfill their weird end-time prophecy. You got a lot in common with these people, I'm noticing, Ethan. But go on.
maybe 1 hour. And the narrative is that
maybe 1 hour. What the fuck is he smoking? And the answer is his own giardia infected shit.
Obsessed with Hasan. It's just this gross. And Emma's like a serious person. Like, there's no reason.
No, what's gross is gaslighting this hard. What's gross is lying this bad, this blatantly.
That she should be repeating these pathetic talking points.
Oh wait, so now you like Emma? I'm sorry, you already burned that bridge.
You know what I mean? It's like, this is real. I don't know. Oop.
1 hour. That's what he says.
The Maryland man hoax, where an MS-13 gang member adjudicated by two different judges. It's just simply being referred to as Maryland man over and over again.
He's looking at the clip channels that all play the same video. Yeah, very likely so. Yeah, very likely he found like 30 videos, and they're all from clip channels, and he somehow thinks they're all different videos of Hasan when, like, you know, most of them are the same video.
I see something moving in the background.
Shut up, Tim.
How did that happen?
So, chat, do you see what I'm saying? You can't see this on the screen right now, but I'm looking to the sidebar of YouTube, and I'm seeing "Call Me Now," Ethan Klein, Hasanabi. Now, so that's the bot channel. That's Hasanabi Archive. They put that video up, but look who else has put that video up. Ethan dodges debate with Hasan. It's a different title. It's the same video. And this is Hasanabi Productions, right? So you could imagine Ethan seeing the Hasanabi Archive video being like, all right, that's 1 hour, or that's 2 hours and 5 minutes, right? That he's talking about me. What's this? Wait, actually, I don't know, chat. Maybe I need a longer. I don't have that much time though. We got to do that. We got to do this now. We got to do this now. Here we go, chat. I'm very close to needing to check out when the
lolcow that he
in the next hour. So if we want to make that premium streamium thing happen, we're down to 22 minutes to make it so.
used to make fun of, and he did it on his own. Ethan Klein became the lolcow that he used to make fun of, and he did it on his own. I didn't even push him to become this person. I tried to urge him away from becoming this person. Dangerous levels of narcissism.
If we can get 36% farther, we will have a premium streamium as my big comeback as soon as my internet gets installed.
Quick aside, he said he's ready to talk to Sam
anybody
Cedar.
just joining us, I am in a hotel right now. I'm checking out of that hotel in 22 minutes, upon which I will be going. Oh God, I just realized, chat, the fucking hotel doesn't have the elevator is broken down. The elevator's broken down. I'm gonna have to take my stuff to. I've got my computer with me. You know, like I've got everything, and I'm gonna have to walk it down 2 flights of stairs. Anyway, chat, don't worry, I'll handle it somehow. But yeah, that's what we're doing.
And do a call with you.
So
no,
sorry for the hurried stream today.
Need to watch the content, puke, but he thinks you're gonna dodge him, Lamau. Wait, what? Why? Why would I dodge him? I've been saying I want to talk to him from the jump.
Hasan, I'm ready to get on a call with you without any prerequisite. You don't have to watch the video. I think it's time we talk it out. And let me say, and let me add a caveat, or not a caveat, but a prediction. I think that Hasan, being the ever coward that he is and always constantly moving the goalposts, will find a way to justify dodging it. It will either be that, oh, Ethan is way too gone to talk, or oh, Ethan's just going to get Destiny talking points, or Ethan's going to blitz me with Destiny, or what's the point of talking to him? He will find some, or he's just going to lie. He'll find some way to get out of it.
What happened?
He'll find some way to get out of it, huh?
Did he develop the balls to finally?
Let's see if Hasan tries to get out of it.
You do it. Yeah, I believe it when I see it, dude. That'd be, I guess, is here. It's finally here. He's run out of content, so he's willing to pull the trigger. There's an influx of chatter saying he wants to talk right now. I don't know if it's true. If you do talk to him, he has to never talk about you again. No, I don't even need to. I don't even need to offer conditions like that. Are you beefing with
Omega Star with a super chat? This is the last of my weasels, peeps. Omega Star cannot do this alone, chat.
Sam Cedar? No, I love Sam. What
we are up to
Ethan wants
69.
to debate. How will you get out of this one, coward? Wait, what?
69.
I'm down. What? I'm super down. Oh, cool. Never mind then. Wait, what? He wants to talk right now? If he's down to do it right now, I'm down to do it right now. If he's actually down to do it right now, I'll do it. I don't think you should give him the time of day, but it'll be entertaining.
I'm sorry.
Oh, 100%. He has Sam Cedar ready.
I'm sorry. Is this what a person that's trying to dodge out of a debate says? Do they say, I'm down to do it right now? Would that be what somebody that wants to dodge a debate says? Or might they say something more like, I want to debate Sam Cedar first, right? I can't debate you right now.
To debate you for him? Wait,
I got to do Sam Cedar first for some unknown reason.
Wait, what? That'd be awesome. I can't have the D-man bait and switch because I would get banned off Twitch if he did that, for the record. Like, if he were to pull a Sam Cedar, oh my god, what a nightmare with Destiny.
I low-key think Hasan would debate Destiny at this point, but yeah, he can't. You can't. What is the deal? Okay, so here's how this works, right, chat? If you don't know, Twitch has Destiny permabanned. Now, that doesn't mean you can't react to Destiny's content. You can. They've changed that. You should have a rule where if somebody's banned, you can't watch their content. They changed that. You now can watch their content. The thing that you can't do is invite them on your show. So you can't have them on even to debate them.
One,
down to 18 minutes here.
I think that would make his remaining audience look at him differently, considering that he, put Sex Pestiny up there. And secondly, I wouldn't be able to do that debate, at least as long as I'm live on Twitch, because I would get banned. Maybe you could do it with Boner Box, though. That'd be funny. Did he actually think that I would dodge this? Like, why does he think I would dodge this? Of course I would. It was pretty cowardly, to be fair. Wait, what? What was pretty cowardly? I've been saying you said Ethan wants to debate. How will you get out of this one?
Sam needs to do a reverse Steven Crowder H3 with Hasan. Yeah,
Howard, that's what I've been saying. I mean,
it's possible.
His fan base is just like, they've lost.
Can you imagine if somehow Hasan is in studio at MR? Hasan shows up in NYC.
It's their minds a little bit. Wasn't it your idea to have a debate instead of watching context puke? Yeah, exactly. Fan base is Delulu at the moment. Yeah, I'm so confused by this. This is a very confusing thing because, like, even on accident, you might have heard me saying, like, I'm down to talk anytime, any place, big dog. It's like when we watch Fox News and they're living in the opposite world. Ethan just said you have talked about him for 320 hours before Ian's video, and he has only talked about you for an hour.
I think he said 30 hours, but whatever.
Okay, I think you guys are baiting. There's zero.
No, he did say something. They just misunderstood what he said.
0% chance that he. That sounds so insane. That is literally the most delusional thing. He said 20 hours in the past month, but yeah, it was cowardly not to watch a nuke. Chatter, you see.
Have we gotten to the part where Hasan goes in Ethan chat?
Seem to be somewhat reasonable because you said, oh, cool, never mind then.
We're getting there.
Would you be shocked to find out if I were to tell you that every single thing that Ethan put in the context puke, I had addressed, I believe, like a month or so prior, like every single thing in a YouTube video with sitting at like 500,000 or 600,000 views at this point on my YouTube channel? Would that actually shock you? Because you think I've never addressed any of these things, right? And I understand why you think that if you have not actually come in here in the past couple of months to see if there's any veracity to these claims at all. It was cowardly for you not to watch a nuke and just debunk them on the spot. Just stop deflecting. See, this is what I mean. Because I said I would even watch the context nuke with him. I don't know why Ethan's... So then it should be easy to react to it? Yeah, of course. It is super easy to react to it. If you think that I'm afraid of Ethan Klein's political prowess, you have to genuinely be delusional.
What's the opposite of prowess?
At the time, it was right around the Trump inauguration, so I was a little bit busy with that stuff, obviously, with the collapse
What's the word I'm looking for, chat? Opposite of prowess? I think it's Ethan. Yeah.
Of America. But I said that I would be willing to entertain a debate, or even after he heard me say that, he turned around and added an additional qualifier that I had to watch the context nuke. To which I responded with, I'll watch it with you. Now, you might be wondering why I said that. Does that seem like something a cowardly person who is afraid of addressing the context puke
I don't know. It seems like a person that is, giving Ethan an easy way to derail whatever kind of interaction you two have. But yeah, I don't think it's smart for you to offer that. But no, it's the opposite of cowardly. It's foolhardy.
Okay. Or do you think there's a reason for why I would watch it with him. The reason for why I would watch it with him is because I don't think he's behaving in good faith. Also, the harassment campaign was a bad look for you and your whole crowd. What harassment campaign?
Right,
Ethan.
So Hasan is basically straight up saying, I don't think Ethan will debate me. The reason that he's even juicing it up by saying, yeah, we can watch the context nuke together is literally because he just doesn't think that Ethan will do it no matter what, right? Ethan does not want that smoke, and he's probably right.
Klein has been doing a harassment campaign for months before I even uttered his name on my broadcast. I used to be a fan of streamers and Fear and I just think Ethan made good points and was disappointed to see you not address it, but I have addressed it.
Ethan made good points. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. I watched the Fear and I thought Ethan made good points. I thought Ethan was winning that debate. That debate that he went into unprepared to have. I'm sorry.
I have addressed it.
I'm pausing
even
it too much,
before
chat. We
the
got to
nuke
get through
came
this.
out.
We got to get through
ask
this.
your question. You must ask yourself how I was able to address the things that he brought forward
13 minutes
in his YouTube video.
13 minutes.
Months before the YouTube video came out. I don't
We're
think
31 points away from
I'm
the
entertaining
premium
this as though you're not behaving in bad
out.
faith with the hopes that you will understand. I think you're just very,
Am I putting
very, very
butterfly
invested.
in my hair today?
H3 has only been reacting, not been going on the
super
offensive.
chats from putting
That's
a butterfly
also
in my hair.
not true. He absolutely, for months, tried to actively deplatform me and other pro-Palestinian content creators. That is not correct. Respond to what I have to say. How was I able to put forth a YouTube video months before the context nuke that addressed the entirety of the context nuke?
Because it's all rehashed shit from Destiny that Ethan is trying to launder and gaslight the world into thinking it hasn't already been addressed and debunked.
And the issues being brought up in the context nuke. How was I able to do that? Is it because I know
He's
how...
serving as a surrogate for Destiny, right? Destiny's basically shot his credibility to shit, and then they get handed off to Ethan, and then pretend these are new points.
To see the future? Is that what you think happened? Or is it because the sourcing of the context nuke was coming from a particular community that had already brought forward these issues with out of context clips? How was I able to pre-watch it? Can't argue with people this parasocial. They don't care about politics or the truth. This is Xbox versus PlayStation to them. Yeah. Why were you platforming and portraying them positively? Once again, if you would like the answers to these questions, I've answered them a million times over on numerous videos, but especially the video that I'm talking about here. I'm going to pull it for you. I'm going to help you out.
Yo.
Does any chatter have it ready to go on my YouTube page? I can't remember where it was. Hold on. God damn, I post a lot.
Anonymous, who is totally not Buffy Geek. Thank you for thank you for the contribution. Or actually, I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Maybe Buffy Geek's just relaying that from. But whoever it was, to whomever I owe the generosity, to whoever was donated, to whoever Anonymous is. Thank you. I think what are we at?
Fucking YouTube videos.
105.
I'll help you with this, okay? These people don't care. They just want drama, man. Oh, yeah, this is the one. No. Now, this was on October 25th, 2024. October 25th, 2024, with 545,000 views. How was I able to address all of the grievances in the context puke? How was I able to do that before it ever came out?
Destiny is fisting Ethan for non-sexual purposes? Wait, what, like a puppet situation?
No. If you actually want to know what my position is on any number of different things, if you are genuinely, if you're an honest person if you're an honest person who actually wants to know, okay, if you're an honest person who actually wants to know my answers to all of the issues that were brought up in the context puke, here it is. I'm going to spam it again and again and again. I will admit I do try to bring attention to the saying, but I'm more obsessed with truth and hate drama. Sure, I'll check out this video. Okay, there you go. What's the deal with the swastika sword? I saw clips of you saying you don't even like Bleach, calling it the swastika one yourself. Yes, I purchased it at the Anime Expo. It is a cool longsword. That's it. I read the manga, but that's, many, many years ago when I was reading Naruto as well.
So here's the deal, chat. If you don't know, Bleach is a very old anime at this point. The anime is very old. And whatever age the anime is, the manga is older. All right? so, you know, he said he watched it at the same time he was reading Naruto, which implies a much younger Hasan. You know, all this is pointing to, I don't know, the early 2000s or something like that. And Ethan's gonna go off about like, there's a video where, you know, he's buying the sword, and he's like from Bleach, and the person's like, yeah, it's Ichigo's sword, and he's like, Ichigo, right? And it's not clear if he's saying Ichigo because he's like, who's Ichigo, which is how Ethan's trying to portray it, right? Or if it's just like, I don't remember having Ichigo having that sword, because if you don't know, chat, in Bleach the swords transform. When Ichigo is in Bankai mode, he has a sword that is like kind of thicker and heftier, a little bit like Cloud's sword. And I think normally his sword is you know, more slim, right? So, you know, it's a anime that Hasan hasn't probably read since the early 2000s, and he's you know, seeing a sword that is not the sword that he remembers from the anime.
I never watched the Bleach anime, but
what about the
none
movies?
Of that matters.
What about the movie, Hasan? Did you watch the movie? Are you a true fan?
That I actually, I don't know,
Annie
purchased
Moose
this
and
on
Moose.
purpose because I knew that what's cool about swastikas? It's not a swastika, you dingus. What are you talking about? It's not actually a swastika. This is such a stupid conversation. I'm not trying to be bad faith. I used to be a fan, so I feel like Ethan has been wrong the whole time. I'll go back to watching the pod. Brother, he's probably going over another slop vid that he put out smearing you, which is why all these guys are popping up. Move on. The only reason why I brought it, the only reason why I'm talking about...
One of the bosses in Bleach is a literal Nazi. They're fighting anti-Semitism in the manga.
Is because he said he wanted to debate me, which I thought he actually did. And I'm totally down to do that. I will show you...
Mark Gold with the super chat. Free Palestine.
This. Apparently, here, I'm going to show you one thing, okay? This chatter. You know, you have to know people would think it's a swastika, though. So why use that when jabbing at Ethan? What's cool about swastikas? Nothing is cool about swastikas. And people would think it's a swastika. Dude, no. Only a desperate person would try to imply that myself and iDubbbz are actually crypto-Nazis. And that's the reason why they... That's the reason why he chose that, and not because it was there, because I had done a...
Well, so chat, we won't get a chance to watch this because this isn't the point of the stream, but Ethan is basically implying later on in the VOD that that Hasan is doing this to garner a Nazi audience, right? The idea that it's a dog whistle, so it's supposed to, if you respond to it, you look crazy, right? But the fellow Nazis out there, they will know it, and they will become Hasanabi heads, right? Like, can you imagine a Nazi trying to hang out with Hastwit or like with, you know, Haschat or something? You know what I mean? Can you imagine about how that would go? Right? An actual Nazi comes in, hey, hello, fellow swastika enjoyers.
Ad for Assassin's Creed a week prior, so the sword was laying around, and in the ad, I used the Bleach sword, which, if you actually cared about the truth, at all, you would recognize that it was literally
oh my God,
on
chat,
my
we're coming down to the final moments
I had
here.
Previously used it while doing an Assassin's Creed ad. Do you think I was doing that? I was using the sword then because I was doing a crypto thing.
Ethan does
secretly as well at that point, or because it was just a readily available sword. Here, this I don't even know who this guy is, but he showed up on my timeline. Yeah. This was a post I saw on my timeline. Just wondering if this was a dog whistle too. Playing Assassin's Creed Shadows once more. Get it now for gaming. #ad. Buy it here. Oh, look at that. It's the same sword. Any of these people calling for a boycott of Bleach because of Nazi ties? Nah, they just all about you. Is getting you to play defense not the point of them saying this wild shit? No, that's what it is. But I mean, the stupidity is so ridiculous that it's like, it's not something that I thought was worth even addressing. It is literally the Bleach sword. That's it. The hilt of it is a manji. It's not a swastika. It's not even a full-blown manji either. It's like a hilt. As a former deorbiter who dislikes E, lol. Oh, he's not said he wants to debate. He's literally dissecting the Bleach sword, claiming it's a swastika right now. So yeah, I know. Yes, it's Ichigo's sword. I can't believe I've even took a sidestep here to address this. It's such a dumb claim. The argument works on Pepega Chatters because when Ethan says you never watched the anime, he's insinuating you saw a swastika and uncontrollably rushed to purchase it, and he never mentions you read the manga because it kills his whole insinuation. He also doesn't mention that I've used this before as a prop, including on an ad. Like, why would I do that? Why would I do that if I was like secretly going, ooh, it's a swastika? It makes no sense. It's because the argument is idiotic. It's the argument of a desperate man. Okay. Anyway, watch the watch the video and then come back to me. And I think if you are actually a good faith chatter, you will understand that a lot of this stuff is whole cloth made up by Ethan, and it's just you're entertaining the mania of a person who's falling apart in real time that virtually everyone else online can recognize and see, but your fandom is causing you to turn a blind eye to the unhealthy habits of a increasingly unwell dude. The very fact that all of the people that Ethan has at a certain point duked it out with, from Quarter Pounder to Keemstar to all these evil villains, like to actually bad people online.
Trisha Paytas.
The very fact that all of those guys are now on his side should have at least caused you to go, you know, maybe we're not on the right side of this. But no. So if you can't see that, I don't think you'll be able to.
That's what I was saying earlier, is if anybody is ingratiating right-wing people into their audience, it's Ethan.
I don't think you'll be able to get yourself out of this weird stupor you found yourself in. Ethan Klein became the lolcow that he used to make fun of, and he did it on his own. I didn't even push him to become this person. I tried to urge him away from becoming this person. Dangerous levels of narcissism. Yes, I do have salt shakers on the desk. Chatters were lying, by the way. He said he didn't want to talk right now. He said he'll talk to Sam first, and then with you without conditions. He caved. Date hasn't been set. I assume he'd coordinated with you. Oh my God. I'm feeling like Xi Jinping right now. All right, so anyway, that's early on in the Hasan stream. That's about 2 hours before the end of Ethan's stream. Let's go to the end of Ethan's stream and see what happens there.
Don't we, folks? We love it. And that's all I have to say about that.
Hey, come on. Don't have time.
All right,
for
now
this.
let's get Hasan on the line. Yeah, right. Obviously not.
Actually, okay.
What a coward, dumb bitch to challenge me now at 4 o'clock. What do I have to say about?
Where does Hasan come in?
Oy.
Pretty crazy stuff.
It's actually not PragerU. It's not.
Anyway, okay, he's talking about PragerU now. So anyway, shout out to Stans, who is exhibiting actual critical thought here without even trying to defend me or knowing who Bad Empanada is. So we love to see critical thought, don't we, folks? We love it.
Critical thought.
And that's all I have to say about it.
That's how you know it's critical thought, chat. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, it's critical thought. If you make he's saying that because Stans looks up who's Bad Empanada, you know, is this somebody I should trust? Is this somebody that I should not? And sees the thumbnail of Hila with terrorist kidnapper pointing to it and says, oh, I guess not. I guess that's not a serious guy. Like if they're making, you know, these kind of criticisms at Hila, they must be full of shit.
Oh, the chat.
Where does Hasan come in?
Oh my God, chat, calling her the raider of Ramallah. Well, here you go. Hila Klein is the raider of Ramallah. Terrorist kidnapper.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Critical thought.
That's okay.
Don't look at what
you know
Bad
what?
Empanada
Yeah,
has
that's
to
tough.
say.
That's
Look at the
very, very.
That's
wow.
critical
You know,
thought.
I like this guy. He did like
I
a
like
half a
this
second
guy.
of research
Look
and
at
was
that.
like, this guy doesn't look reputable at all.
That's how you know it's critical thought. You only do
feels
half
like
oh my God, Patreon,
he is
responsive.
quite
Come on.
upset.
Stop.
That is a hell of a
Stop. I don't
thumbnail,
have time
huh?
for this.
Yeah.
I don't have time for the page.
Second video, PragerU support. PragerU destroys Castro. Oh my God.
What?
Wait, what? This is the guy. He's going to prison.
Wait.
Stop.
What was that reaction?
the
Was
guy.
he thinking that?
Was
he thinking that he's on PragerU?
It's actually not PragerU. It's not.
Anyway, okay, he's talking about PragerU now. So anyway, shout out to Stans, who is exhibiting actual critical thought here without even
Stans,
trying to defend me
you're
or
looking like a Gomer. I don't know who,
knowing
even
who Bad
you are.
Empanada is. So we love to see critical thought, don't we, folks? We love it. And that's all I have to say about that.
Where's the part where Hasan comes in?
All right, now let's get Hasan on the line. Yeah, right. Obviously not.
Oh my God, come on.
Okay.
What a coward, dumb bitch to challenge me now at 4 o'clock. What a loser.
He comes in at
Bro,
some
I
point.
mentioned you 2 hours ago.
Oh, it's
Too long
further
hours.
back. It's
I was
further back.
doing the news, bro.
Wake up, Ethan.
I was doing the news. Yeah, like his
2 long
content.
hours? What do you mean by that?
It's what you do
Nothing.
if you don't do War Room every day.
I think
You might actually cover some content.
All right, it is
I think-
time to wrap it up, though.
I think so. So here's what I want to do, though, just to
Where's the part
summarize.
where Hasan comes in?
Sam said he's going to get back to me at the end of this week.
Okay.
After Thursday, he said, because he's busy with family stuff. By the way, he wrote me back. He was very nice.
That's awesome.
I reached out. I have his email from. I don't know if I explained this on the air.
Oh, it's got to be Hasan with
I don't
two
think I did.
S's.
I have his email from the crowd. I did?
Yeah, you did.
so,
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Did I say he was very nice?
Yeah, you said he was nice. And he had a family
said
thing
on the
and he'd
show?
get back to you.
Huh.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was very nice. He got back to me. He says he'll write me back on Thursday. So we're going to talk to Sam. And then if Sam is not able to convert me into the correct way of thinking, then I will go up against the final boss, the most educated, the most prolific. I said yes 2 hours ago, Ethan. Bro, you're actually in my chat.
There he is. There he is. There he is. Thank God. Okay, we
All right.
found him.
I didn't hear about it did he really? I didn't hear about it till right now. Why is everyone just in the chat suddenly saying he wants to debate? Just like right now.
Ethan, you got. And that is all the time I have. I'm 1 minute over, chat. I'm going to go check out from my hotel room. Hopefully they'll understand that I'm a little bit late, given the fact that I don't have the elevator. So I'm going to go down there right now. I'm going to tell them, hey, I'm checking out, but it's going to take me a little while since I don't have the elevator. And hopefully they will understand. I will see you again, I hope, Friday night, chat. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see when my internet gets installed. Thank you to the mods. Thank you for everybody for hitting the premium streaming goal. We will be covering, let's see what's winning. More Ethan Cope. Is that winning by 1 point? Deep dive into the button is in, oh my God, chat, it's so close. It's so close. Look, I'll do another poll between those two since it's so close when we do the premium streamium, which hopefully will be on Friday night. If not, we might have to wait a little longer, but look forward to that. I'm going to check out now. Much love to everybody. Thank you to Patreons. Thank you to the mods. And thank you to everybody who had the forethought to get yourself a membership or get yourself a sub or be a patron of mine, because those are the people that will get into the premium streamium. That's what a premium streamium is. So yeah, it's a good time to be a member. It's a good time to get weaseled. If you got weaseled today, if you got jellyfish today, say thank you to the person that donated the membership and or sub to you. Otherwise, you might want to think about subbing up, membering up, weaseling up before Friday's stream to make the experience seamless. You know, I probably shouldn't do this. A little too close to Ethan/Elon there. I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to do there, but I'm definitely not trying to do that. My heart goes out to you. Anyway, chat, with that dog whistle, with which I'm courting a right-wing audience, with which I'm courting a far-right audience, right? That's how dog whistle works, and making my detractors feel crazy. Bid you adieu, and I will see you hopefully Friday night. So we'll skip Thursday,